Spring is here, and we've got a bunch of new additions popping around the farm. Got these chicks, all but 5 we hatched here. Incubator's been running 24/7. We have about 40 more that we're doing right now. I'll show you those. Now that we've seen the babies, let's go get started on this afternoon's project. We're gonna be pulling trees. Exciting. Here we go. This is a big addition. We started this project, Christmas, a little after Christmas, first of the year. It's basically about a 12-acre pasture. It's now completely fenced in. We used the telephone poles every 75 feet. 50, 75, I can't remember. And then T-posts. And basically used an auger on the skid steer for the posts. So made the holes, came back in, packed them in, and pushed the T-posts with the bucket on the tractor, on the skid steer, and then ran a roll of barbed wire. Today I do have this magnetic mount, so I'm gonna put this other little GoPro on the front of the tractor skid steer, see if it looks cool with the pulling out the Weissacha mesquites that are back there. And you see they get big, and they have little berries, and the cows eat the berries, and they come out here in your pasture, deposit the berries, and the berries make trees. And these trees have a root. I mean, even a tiny one's gonna have like a 2 and 3 foot long taproot. Just crazy, and they're hard to kill. Pulling them out works, poison works. If you cut them, they just are gone for 4 months, and then the root keeps growing, and later on you have this little bitty tree, or a little bitty bush, but this dang root that's massive. The machine's pretty loud. I think with this microphone in here. There's 5 babies out here. I'm gonna see if we can find the newest one. The mom's sort of wild. Well, protective. We'll use the word protective. There's this white one over here. While we're at it, we'll grab some trees. That was that little tree right there. So you can see the roots that come out of it. They're 3 feet long. You see? And maybe a foot tall on the ground. But what that is that's been mowed before. If you don't get it all, it finds a way. There's still some little ones here. So we'll see if they have a root or not. Yeah, there's still a root down there. Big root. Picking it apart piece by piece. I'm sort of digging on it. It's coming out just slow. There it is. Part of it. I think there's more. Not the most efficient way of getting them, but I don't have a root plow. Nor do I have a tractor probably big enough to even pull a root plow. The weather's nice, so I'm gonna play around on the skid steer. All right, we got 2 more right here in front of us. Let's see what they look like. That little baby right over there by the dog. 1, 2. The newest one's with his mom. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe there's 5 babies out here. Somewhere. I don't want to bring too much attention to them. Those dogs are stupid. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw 5 just a second ago. I don't know where he went. But they're all pregnant. Let's go pull some trees. Oh my gosh, and look what I just rode up on. There's another one right there. There's 6. Oh wow. It's amazing. I'm gonna get out and look at this one. Just born. Look at the baby. Hey mama. Comes the bull. I need to spray him. Hey, mamas. So there's one, another newborn. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 out here now. Awesome. And a lot of bags. Bagging up. All of them are bagging up. So that bull's been good. Little guy. That's 2 days old. That one's a newborn. Brand new. Alright, so these bigger ones are about the size that are a lot more fun. There's just a lot more to grab. Saw that root? It's amazing. Amazing trash trees, but they are. I think that one's weesach, and this one right here is mesquite. Just amazed by that baby. I had no clue. I mean, I knew they all looked like they were getting pregnant or were pregnant, but it blows my mind every time. Literally every time. Out here messing with the fence yesterday. I probably already said this, but there were buzzards, and that one was born. So, oh, I don't know. It was that one back there with its mom. Mom's sort of feisty. You can't see it behind that red one. So I think I'm just gonna pull these big ones. Then come back and spray the little ones. If I try to pull every one of these little ones, I'll never finish. But the main thing is to try and get this land back into a good pasture. So I'm gonna disc it up. Hopefully keep on it. Keep these trees out of it. Wanted cows. This is all going to be hay pasture, but I got these cows a couple years ago during a drought, and now they're like gold. So cows aren't going anywhere. Little tree is on actually a big root. I think I did this last year because there's a hole here. So a little piece of root stuck in there. That's all it takes. There it is right there. Get that root out of there, but at least it'll piss it off a little bit. Alright, so those little ones, I think I'm gonna just spray those. There's a big one over there. I'll get that. I don't get too much out here today because I don't like these dogs around these calves. That one thinks he's a lion. Moving on. I'll sit here all night. Well, these keep breaking. Still pretty crazy route. It's that little bit right there. It'll try and grow a little tree. Yeah. Close enough. I think I got a water trough leaking, so let me go check this out. It's always something. But when he said dog drinking the water on the ground, something's leaking. So let's go figure out what it is. And I have a feeling I know because they did this last time. These cows in this new pasture, they're cows. But they go on the other side and knock this off. They hit it on that other side over there. See all the feet? So they're just taking some time to, I guess, I hope. I don't know what's gonna take, but they're not smart. So let me figure this out. GoPro in my hand. Where do I want to go with this thing? Problem is if you get it too far back from the level, it will just spill over. All right, maybe that'll work this time. We'll see. And the cows, you can hear them on the top. They get jealous when you spend time with the other cows down the bottom. So everybody needs attention. I don't have any tools with me. Honestly, these Rubbermaid trough floats, they suck. Worst float I've ever had. I like the Hudson ones, but to rebuild them, it's just as much as the price of buying a new one. So go figure. All right, I'm gonna turn this off so I can put this water hose on. All right, so one problem fixed, and that is way off balance. But as long as it's tilted that way, it should be okay. You just don't want to tilt it forward because then the float won't turn off. So just a mess. So now we get back to random fence parts. Get back to pulling trees. And if you need hay, our number's actually changed. I think it's 5294 now. 956-596-5294, I believe, but not 100% sure. I have to look. All right, let's continue pulling trees. And if you have a farm, that's my plug for John Deere or New Holland, whoever. Man, these skid steers they're fun. It's my favorite piece of equipment, honestly. So much you can do with them. Little ones. And sometimes that root will run sideways, so it tries to make like a bush. So I have a feeling that's what this is. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to get that root. We'll try. I think I saw another couple big ones around here. This worked better right after the rain. Now it's starting to dry up a little bit. Pretty well. Kill him. She's not like that dog. Rightfully so, rightfully so. I think he thinks they're playing with him. but they're not playing. Root broke down there. There we go. All right. What time is it? Almost 8. So probably need to put this up. I want to go grade the entrance just a little bit. It's pretty steep. I'm trying to get down in here from that. There's a berm around the perimeter right there in front. So I'm gonna try to shave it down just a little bit. That's the best part. Alright. Now take this thing off. On these, push in, relieves the pressure. Push in, release the pressure. Simple as that. So I'll come back and get that later. I still got more trees to pull. We need more rain. Alright, so switch buckets. This entrance is super steep. It doesn't look it, but it'll bog you down getting in and out. So I'm gonna try and use the bucket, just take a little off, smooth it out. So I'm not a heavy equipment operator by trade, so we'll see what I can pull off. But I'm gonna need both hands, but I do have the camera running on the magnet, so we shall see. Now I'm just dumping some driveway burn pile residual in the garbage. As you can see, it's the end of a day. Got a little bit done today, nothing crazy. Still just waiting for the fields to dry out so I can get back there and start mowing again. Everything's wet in Texas right now, so not much of a hay market, but we'll roll it up and stack it and enjoy it. So on a Tuesday, no, Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Sayonara, signing off.